Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Ace Tutor Point. Today we'll go through such an important topic which is teaching models. It's a very important and very you know a, uh, an highlighted question in a question paper. So it will cover today meaning, concept, types, applications in classroom teaching. So we'll go through what are teaching models. Definition of the teaching models. Teaching models are designs for creating curriculum, selecting instructional objectives, and instructional material. They act as the basis of indoctrination of teaching theories, contributing to effective and interesting teaching. Schaeffer says well structured, logically consistent, cohesive, and lucidly described alternative patterns of teaching. Joyce and Will says a model of teaching is a plan or a pattern that can be used to shape curriculum and guide instruction. We'll go through the elements of teaching models. First is focus, goals or objectives of teaching in relation to the environment of the learner. Second is syntax, presentation aspect, the complete sequence of steps, that is planning, organization and teaching of the lesson. Third is social system, describes the role of the teacher and students within and outside the classroom hierarchy. Fourth, principles of reaction. Assist the teacher in guiding their reaction against the activities of students. Fifth, support system facilitates the implementation of teaching strategies for teachers and students. Sixth, application helps make the model a success, creating desirable classroom behavior and teaching learning effectiveness. We'll go through the concept of attainment model. Meaning introduced by American psychologist Jerome Bruner, students are asked to compare and find example contracts and develop their concept definition through structured inquiry using yes/no examples. 8 steps of this model. First is selection a concept and determine definition. Second, selection the attributes. Third, choose the examples. Fourth, introduce the process. Fifth, present the examples and have students identify attributes. 6. Have students develop concept definition. 7th, discuss the process with class. 8. Focus student attention on how they develop the concept. We'll go to concept attainment, features, merits and demerits. We'll go through first merits, helpful in developing imagination and understanding of concept, help students analyze things systematically and develop reasoning power, highly encourages transfer of learning among students, reduces cognitive overload by helping with non-examples. Structured inquiry for pattern generating phenomena applicable across all grade levels and content areas. We'll go through demerits, that is, students may shout down if concept is too difficult or too conceive. Teacher may not be able to put a lesson together quickly. Students have to understand that their hypothesis may not be correct first time. Some students do not participate in the group, afraid to answer. Students may not be accustomed to working collaboratively. Second is inquiry training model. So founder Richard Suchman profounded and used his model to teach learners a process how to investigate and explain unusual phenomena based on the creative researcher's method, physical scientist. 5 phases of inquiry training. First is encounter with the problem. Teacher introduces a discrepant event. Students encounter the problem situation. Second, data gathering verification. In that students collect data to verify the nature of the object or event they have encountered. Third is data gathering experimentation, in which students introduce new elements into the situation to observe differences. Fourth is formulating an explanation. Students formulate rules or explanations on the basis of information collected. Fifth is analysis of the inquiry process. Students analyze their own inquiry process and the conscious process of inquiry. Inquiry training merits and key benefits. Increases rigor and cognitive load, pushes students beyond simply memorizing, drawing connections, evaluating ideas, and creating new ones in new domains. Increases engagement and interest. Inquiry content connects a new concept to students' own interest and lived experience, making it more relevant to students' lives. So, increasing intellectual risk taking lowers perceived need to get an ambiguity. Students explore environments of varying levels of comfort zone, develop key soft skills, critical thinking, creative thinking, discovery learning, teamwork, and written oral communication skills. Natural differentiator. Students have a degree of autonomy on how they select their pathway. Inquiry suits all learning styles. Lifelong learners. Help students become lifelong learners, navigating unfamiliar situations and coming up with creative solutions. We'll go through an advanced organizer model. Founder David Paul Ausubel, an educational psychologist whose theory deals with three concerns: how knowledge is organized, how the mind processes new information, and how knowledge is organized in curriculum content. There are three phases of advanced organizer model. Phase 1, presentation of advanced organizer. Clarify aims of the lesson. Present the advanced organizer. Prompt awareness of relevant knowledge. Phase 2, presentation of learning task. Present material logically and explicitly. Make it clear for students to understand. Hierarchically prompt knowledge to present the learning task. Phase 3, use integrative reconciliation and active reception. Elicit critical examples with the organization or organizer. Ask learners to relate new examples, point out differences and new ideas. We'll go through the advanced organizer merits first. Helping students structure writing project, making it easy for students to classify ideas and communicate, encouraging students to make decisions, allowing students to examine relationships and guiding them in demonstrating thinking. Helping students reading comprehension, make it easy to brainstorm, encouraging students to organize concepts and ideas. We'll go through the demerits. Making it clear how to break apart a basic concept may be difficult. Lack of fluency and automaticity with basic facts. Lack of fluency contributes to higher rate of errors in computation, inhibits performance on problem solving tasks. Low achieving students have more difficulty learning and retaining. Takes time to implement in classroom. We'll go through the uses of teaching model in daily routine. Teaching. Teaching can be more effective and purposive. Teaching models are useful for develop social efficiency, personal abilities, and cognitive abilities of subjects. It provides great scope for research work to study the nature of teaching. Systematic approach to planning instruction. Models help identify the different kinds of models that may be used to achieve specific objectives of various school subjects. Models and model development are useful for helping students learn quantitative skills, graphing, computational analysis, and visualization. Next is helps connection or connect with every student more effectively. Promotes good student-centered teaching, so it helps to promote good instructor-centered teaching too. Facilitates student engagement in more meaningful ways, increasing aptitude for learning capacity and facility in learning. We'll go to the summary, that is key takeaways. First is teaching models designed for curriculum, selecting instructional objectives and material act as basis for teaching theories. Second, concept attainment. Jerome Bruner model uses yes or no examples for structured concept inquiry across all grade levels. Third is inquiry training. Richard Suchman has 5-phase models teaching critical thinking via problem investigation and hypothesis testing. Fourth is advanced organizer. David Ausubel cognitive model. There are 3 phases: bridge prior knowledge to new learning through structured organizers. Teaching models contribute to making teaching effective and interesting. They are the blueprint for meaningful learning. So this is it from today's session. Hope you have learned something new. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and never miss to press the bell icon so that you can get the next video update. Till then, keep growing, keep learning. Thank you for watching.